My AI just changed. It just buzzed the front gate. Thank God you came. How many more days could I wait? I made plans with you, and I won't let them fall through. I think I lie for you.
Good morning. Hey y'all, sorry. Hold on. All right, my bad, y'all. Good morning. Okay, so I am here. We're gonna do Miss Jolanda Jones last. Well, we're gonna do it right after this because I am here, y'all. Let me tell you something. I had my mouth is still a little sore, still sore. Had to do some deep cleaning, so it was needed, very needed. It feels so good, but it's still some store. I still have some things I have to get taken care of soon enough. All right, y'all. So let's get to it this morning. Welcome. Okay, we're gonna start. Excuse me. We're gonna jump in with the so-called culture appropriation, and then we're gonna go into Miss Jolanda Jones, and then we're gonna end it with Neek and Cotton. Baby, I don't. We're gonna get into Laina last because I don't I'm a little confused. But we're gonna get into it, all right. So welcome to the channel. Okay, now a uproar has started, y'all. Y'all know the Levi uproar has started with Levi. So Beyonce has on custom Levi jeans outfit, and she had on her custom outfit and everything that Levi jeans made for her. Now remind y'all, my bad, y'all. So remind you, she had did this custom outfit. I say before the album, Cowboy Carter album, and the tour just happened. So she has a song called Levi Jeans. Now hold on. Now Levi Jeans is basically was basically the story behind Levi Jeans was that Levi Jeans was made um by it was made for black people, right? And basically Levi Jeans came at a time where it was a German. Okay, so a lot of people thought it was owned by black people. It's really a German Jewish immigrant, and basically Levi jeans was made for the black people at a once upon a time that needed jeans, right? Okay, we'll go with that backstory. I'm looking at it right now. It's right here. He was an immigrant, and he made the jeans in a copper look, and it was mostly for them, right? Okay, so let's get into what's going on. So you got this girl, whatever the hell her name is, right? That Megyn Kelly, we're gonna get into her in a minute. Decided she's been having a hate relationship for this lady, for Beyonce at this point. And I think a lot of people, if you're a fan of hers or not, you do not like Megyn Kelly. You just don't like her because there are things that she has said that are harmful to the black community and to the black people, black women of color. She also is a pick me for Cheeto Puff at this point. Because of the fact is that she basically was saying that the women that accused him of basically having you know basically having some kind of SA with him, she basically said that that's not true. And we're gonna get into that. And then you have Mr. Piers Morgan, who backtracked, got Jaguar right at one point in time, and now say he is disappointed and everything with her, saying that she's culture appropriating for Marilyn Monroe. Okay, say very disappointed to see Beyonce culture appropriate Marilyn Monroe in a Levi ad. Now, remind you, Marilyn Monroe stole from Dorothy Dandridge, Lena Horne. Okay, they pinned them against each other at some point. And then this is what she said. This is the opposite of Sydney Sweeten ad. Quite clearly, there's nothing natural about Beyonce. Everything from her image to her famous success to her look below is bought and paid for. It screams artificial, fake, enhanced, trying too hard. Well, first of all, Megyn Kelly, we're not gonna say with artificial hands because the Sweeten girl, whatever the hell her name is, basically said that these are the perfect genes with a G, meaning her genes as a white woman is perfect. And this is how we know that Megyn Kelly has an issue with black people. Now, to um, educate, let's see, we're going to go with, let's see. Okay. Hold on, let me pull it up. Okay. So, culture appropriation is very funny. They want to be, hold on. Let's just show who we have here. You have Dorothy Dandridge. This style has been used. Look at all these people. Hold on real quick. So, let's see. Now, you had Dorothy Dandridge, Lena Horne, Pearl Bailey, all of them that did pinup styles, all of them that had oh my gosh. Hold on, let me get my names right. The one that played in they said Marcus, I have no panties on. And I love her. Her also, you have so many people, even though some of these people were friends with, the black artists and the actresses back then, they still was culture appropriation them and stealing their look. So it's not stealing from anybody. She is just reclaiming. Another thing that ad been out longer than the girl with the jeans. Another thing also that, hold on, y'all, excuse me, my nose. Another thing also, Megyn Kelly has said a lot of things about the black community. And we're going to play some of those things. Piers Morgan even almost lost his job. Like, let's just be clear. Even Lena Horne had to marry another race just to get to where she was. And she even said it. No, I didn't love my husband. But to get the doors to open, I had to marry a Jewish man. Megyn Kelly has talked about the black community. She's talked about other people. Um, she want to call her fake. I want to play the Dominique. I want to play. Hold on. Baby, he pulled up her old pictures. Y'all finna gag because you can't call nobody manufactured with that plastic surgery.
in comparison to the specimen that is Sydney Sweeney. Megyn Kelly, who would not have a career if it wasn't for the literal protections that she doesn't think people should have because it's creating, it's based in wokeness. The literal millions you won from Fox News is
Mm-hmm.
woke ideology.
Mm-hmm.
And also a bitch that's being held up by carpenter's tape,
Mm-hmm.
white supremacy,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Mm-hmm.
prayers of your hamsters that are
Hello.
also your ancestors is wild. To talk about Beyonce, you could not sit next to Beyonce fresh faced in high school. Like high school, you could not sit next to fresh faced Beyonce today. Today.
Hey.
Today. One, two.
Like Dominique said today. Shout out to Dominique, honey. Dominique Morgan. Okay, so let's see. Let me play this video. That's issue with this what this black woman said about her, and then we're gonna get into. I'm gonna find that video for y'all. What she said about
To say about me this week based on something I actually never said. So I just want to tell her, you swung and you missed. Please, girl, move on with your life. It's giving obsessed. And honestly, guys, the Jesus and Santa are white lady is not going to claw her way back to social relevance on my show. Besides, didn't I murk her once already? Please make a list for your white Santa and pray to your white Jesus for a life. Please.
this is Tiffany Cross. Tiffany Cross is now on the Native Land podcast with Angela Rye. I forgot the guy name. Please forgive me. And it's three of them, and we're gonna do a little bit of the Native podcast with Angela Rye interviewing Jolanda Jones. I don't know why I don't want to call her Jocelyn, but Miss Jolanda Jones, and we're going to talk about that later. But Tiffany Cross has been very much vocal in the black community, along with Angela Rye. And, they know a couple of people in the Black Caucus. They went to school. And she tried to really sit down and try to humble Tiffany. And Tiffany,
Yeah, it must be deja vu.
and Tiffany decided to humble her.
Either that or I'm catching body number 2, which brings me to another problematic white woman who warrants some attention this week. Clarence Thomas. On this very day in 1991, Justice Chubakira McCocan was confirmed to the Supreme Court, and even though we collectively knew how bad it was then, we didn't know just how problematic Tom would be until now. Now, the man who succeeded Thurgood Marshall, becoming the second black justice, and yet not representing the interests of black men at all, will certainly end up with an equally consequential legacy. For example, after benefiting from affirmative action, he was one of 12 black students entering Yale Law School in 1971. Justice Clayton Bigsby later firmly opposed it. And of course, there's Commander Waterford's staunch stance against abortion rights. There are many, many problems with Thomas, but the biggest is insurrectionist sympathizing George Peele get out inspired wife. Sadly, we won't get to see the real housewife of insurrection's testimony before the January 6th committee because they reportedly reached an agreement with her to not videotape. But what we do know is this. Jenny was at the Ellipse in D.C. on that fateful day before the angry, violent thugs breached the Capitol. She was in close communication with Trump world between the election and January 6th. She sent frantic emails to at least 2 Wisconsin state lawmakers and nearly 30 Arizona state lawmakers, urging them to ignore Joe Biden's popular vote and choose presidential electors instead. And she's still repeating the same lie that the 2020 election was stolen from Trump.
And she denies ever discussing any of her post-election activities with her husband. Now, do we believe her?
No.
What say you get out, Georgina?
No. Okay, here she go with.
I don't remember Serena Williams apologizing for her. I don't remember Serena Williams apologizing for her blackness in tennis, which had been dominated mostly by whites. I don't remember Tiger Woods apologizing for his blackness in the, PGA, which was dominated by whites. No one would even think of such a thing. They celebrated this new figure in sports who maybe didn't look like all the other figures they knew. They thought it was great. He was to be celebrated. That's how normal people have responded to Caitlyn.
What they all had in common is that they fundamentally changed the sport, and they brought casual fans into the sport to become lifelong fans of the sport. It didn't matter what the color of their skin was. That's what Tiger Woods did to golf. That's what Caitlin Clark did to the WNBA. That's the sort of excellence that should be celebrated. And it's so weird to me that we had that entire ideology fail at the ballot box a few weeks ago, and now she's like the last one to get the memo. It's crazy.
Yeah,
imagine a world. We got to keep this going because it's like I'm so fired up about it. But imagine a world in which Serena and Venus take over tennis, they crush, and the thought pieces that are being written or the comments that they are required to say are, I just want to acknowledge that tennis was built on the back of white people like Chrissy Everett and Martina Navratilova and Billie Jean King, and I have Black privilege in being here because of my whatever, however she wants to attribute that. It wasn't explained by Caitlyn either, exactly how her white privilege got her some more attention in the league. That's the theory by some racists, that the only reason we want to watch Caitlyn is because
she calls the Black people racist. People were saying that Caitlyn got more of a better thing than the one that was the Black girl from LSU. Angel. So now she bring up Serena and Venus, basically saying, oh, well, they feel like they're entitled because they're Black and they didn't create it. Not gonna play.
She's white and we can't stand watching the Blacks, but we'll watch the white, which is absurd. She's by far the best. The stats prove it. That's why she's so popular. But in what world would we ever be comfortable saying to these Black superstars, you better acknowledge the backs on whose, bodies tennis and golf and whatever white sport you can think of was built? I mean, it's an absurdity. It's racist on its face. I don't remember Serena Williams
So she calls it racist. Megyn Kelly does. They're very obsessed with Black people. Very obsessed. And it's very sad. Very sad. I'm going to play something else. Very. And the comments for her, we're going to go to her comments after this.
That's the push now, is to lean into victimhood. And it's not just a race thing. I mean, I see it with some of my fellow women. It's not that the Me Too situation wasn't real, but we don't have to lean into victimhood even when we might be victims. Well, listen, even if you are a real victim, which I've been in the past too, it isn't psychologically helpful to lean into it. That's the push now, is to.
And it's so funny she says she's a victim. She is supposed to have been an essay victim. And I'm going to play to you what she had to say about the women who came out already, that the files that he want to hide, that they were essay victims to him. Let me see if I can find that. Because they want to get on Jessie Woo. But she never said that. But this is somebody that did. Let me play it for you. It's very interesting.
Episode. Maybe you saw our special episode or listened to it that just hit on Pete Hegseth and the rape allegations against him that are making headlines all over the media. I need to talk to you about this one more time because the way this is being covered is disgusting. It is disgusting and it is grossly unfair. My team and I have been watching the media devour this news of a police report without actually telling you what's in the police report, just grabbing the most salacious headline and proceeding as though it's true. I'm going to start with CBS. Watch this.
According to the report, a woman referred to as Jane Doe met Hegseth during a conference at the Hyatt Regency Hotel. Both were drinking with a group at the hotel bar when Doe said things got fuzzy. A nurse who treated her later said Doe believed something may have been slipped into her drink. She then recalled being in a hotel room when Hegseth took her phone from her hand. When she got up to leave, Hegseth blocked the door with his body. Her next memory was when she was on a bed or a couch and Hegseth was over her. His dog tags were hovering over her face.
I don't know the young lady.
Oklahoma Senator Mark Wayne Mullin said Hegseth addressed the allegation in their meeting.
I don't think there's any way in the world you're going to say that this was a sexual assault.
What makes you so confident about that?
Have you read the report?
I actually have. I've got it right here.
I read the report too. It's pretty.
This is the same Pete Hegseth, let me show you, that I talked about, that groomed a young girl and took her to the islands. Remember that? But she's an SA victim. How sway. Very interesting. Very interesting. You know, I really believe that Megyn Kelly just wants attention. I feel like when she did that lawsuit, she needed to give that money back. Because you can't be a victim if you standing up for people that are in his administration, that we have proof that he has done a lot of things. I also feel like Megyn Kelly wants the rage bait from Black women. She know who Black women like and she wants it to be in it. She's obsessed. You know, it's very funny. She has so much to say about Black people, but she get a tan and try to alter her nose and her body. But not once has she talked about Kim Kardashian playing and doing the stuff they did for years with fake booty or anybody else. But she wants to be oppressed so bad. I wish that her Cheeto Puff leader would make her so oppressed because I'm really about sick of her. I'm like over it. Big time over it. Y'all, we're going to move on. And a matter of fact, I feel like her marriage is a beard. She loves Black women so much, I believe that she will have an affair with one. Just like her husband would have an alleged affair with Don Lemon's husband. All right, we finna move on. Not today. So the native land Native Land podcast, right? So the Native Land podcast did an interview with Jolanda Jones. Now, Jolanda Jones is, it is said to be that the Democrats are on the run from anyone that was in the Texas House of Representatives are on the run from Mr. Hot Wheels himself, George Abbott, and the things that he is trying to do. Let me show you what she said, and then we're going to go over interview. So before we get into the interview, oh, it's on the interview. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and let this play, and we're going to do a reaction to it. This is very information that is needed.
part of my practice is criminal defense work. There is no felony in the Texas Penal Code for what he says. So respectfully, he's making up some shit, okay? He's trying to get sound bites, and he has no legal mechanism. And if he did, subpoenas from Texas don't work in New York. So he gonna come get us how? Subpoenas in Texas don't work in Chicago. He's gonna come get us how? So let me be clear. He's putting up smoke and mirrors. And I'm hopeful that the media doesn't follow that. I'm a lawyer.
She is, in fact, a lawyer, and she's also a member of the Texas State House, representing District 147. We are joined today by State Representative Jolanda Jo Jones, and you just heard a clip of her talking about the governor, talking about subpoenaing and issuing warrants for the arrest of the legislators who left Texas to avoid a vote on a very unconstitutional, racist, frankly, gerrymandering process that the Texas government is currently going through. And they're not the only ones. This is happening, y'all, in Missouri. It has happened in Louisiana, and there is a case before the Supreme Court right now about this very issue. So I'm thrilled, Native Land Pod fam. I normally say welcome home, but we jumped right into it to be joined today by State Rep.
Monday CRM has the best AI features in the game.
Especially in sales.
Hands down.
So for me, email
Jones, how are you doing today? Oh, now I got you on mute because I made you mute. I'm sorry, sister.
I'm well.
Very good. Where are you? Because you're on the run, and this is not good for them because you're a former track and field athlete. So where are you?
Sure right. I'm a 4-time United States champion. Don't play.
Yes.
I can't tell you where I'm at.
Okay. All right. Well, we're on the run, and it's a secret. So can you talk to us about what you all are doing while you all are ensuring that the Texas State House cannot have a quorum on this very, very important issue? You all are on the front lines of the fight that so many people in this country have been pleading for since January. Talk about how you all arrived at this destination, the importance of you all standing this ground right now.
Well, we arrived at this destination because we saw that the fix was in for a variety of reasons. Like, one reason was, so we got our committee assignments in January. I was on the redistricting committee. I was like, why am I on the redistricting committee? This census ain't just happened. So what's that about? So that sort of cued me, but then we had no meetings during the regular session. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just a standing committee. And then all of a sudden in the spring, we start hearing talk about redistricting because Trump's numbers started coming in and everything he's doing is terrible. You know, he's got that big, horrible, tragic bill that he forced down our throats by one vote. And interestingly, Congressional District 18 didn't have a representative. The governor didn't set the special election until really far away. So things just started making sense. And even when he first called the special session, he didn't put redistricting on there because he didn't want no heat. And then he put it on right before it started. And then they had 3 sham hearings. Again, I was on the committee until I stepped down, but he had one in Austin, one in Houston, one in Arlington, and they literally had no maps. So how can people testify on redistricting and how it's going to negatively affect them if there are no maps? So we were like, And then because there were no maps, they were forcing people who came to testify as neutral, when legally you have to be for or against. And they kept saying, well, you have to do that. And I'm saying, they're trying to lay this legal framework for this so that when it goes to court, and it is going to court, that the courts would be, well, no one was against it. And then they ended up, and then again, it was a worst kept secret in Austin. I'd heard that the map was going to drop on Wednesday. It ended up dropping on Wednesday. I'd heard that we were going to have a marathon hearing on Friday, and it happened on Friday. And then people were only given 2 minutes to speak. The chair of the committee kept saying, the chair is not advised. The chair is not advised. That means I don't know no answers for you. You can ask me questions, which if you knew our chair, he's a lawyer. He knows everything during regular session. So for him to be willfully blind or ignorant didn't pass muster to me. And there are 88 Republicans and 62 Democrats in the House. And 62 doesn't beat 88. It only takes 76 votes to pass a bill, but it takes 100 votes to do business. And so they have to find 12 Democrats to go with their 88 votes to be able to have a quorum. And that's what we had to do. We had to stop them because people weren't paying attention when they racially redistricted in North Carolina, where they literally stole 3 seats and they divided up the Black and brown community, which is racist. And don't let anyone tell you anything else. This is not a power grab. This is an effort to disenfranchise Black and brown voters, and that is illegal under the Constitution. Power grabbing is actually legal under this Trump Supreme Court that he owns. It used.
So let me explain. Basically, she's saying that he is putting in people that he wants to stand behind him to get the laws passed that he feel like should be passed. That's exactly what she's saying. He's weeding out the people that are for the people like us and doing this. So when y'all sit here and see Byron and all these folks try to sit here, you see how he treating Byron like he's a lap dog, like a dog on a leash. Every time he say something, he ain't supposed to speak. It's supposed to be yes, sir, no, sir. So that's exactly what he doing.
Used to be illegal, but it's now legal. And so we saw that we didn't have the numbers, so we left. That's exactly what we did. And right now, they're relegated to whining. And in fact, they whining so much, I need some cheese, some grapes, some salami to go with all that whining. And they can keep whining, and they can keep making like threats that mean nothing because we ain't scared and we ain't going back.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation.
Well, and to this point, I think that what's so fascinating about this, as you know, is being reported that Donald Trump met with legislators to say how many seats he needs, right, for this 26th election. Now, Jolanda, I'm going to tell you the truth. I have been on our podcast, on Native Land Pod, regularly saying, I don't even know why we're doing this count.
I want y'all to pay attention.
Countdown for the midterms when there's not going to be an election, perhaps. We got a fascist in the White House.
She's not lying. If you paid attention in search, a lot of these states will not have midterms for new governors or anyone that are in seats. They are trying to replace and do some slick stuff to get your Congress and your senators. I was seeing that Georgia have one to try to get the Democrat, pay attention now, that they voted in to help with Georgia. So Marjorie Taylor Greene also, now she want to come out and talk, child. And you know, if they pay attention to her, you'll notice other Republicans gonna fall in line. She said that they don't care about women. Duh. No crap, Sherlock. So they're trying to weed out anyone that is a Democrat Congress or senators in the seat and push them out to weed in to protect him, because y'all got to understand them Epstein files, he don't want it out. So if he had enough people to do yes men, he can try to run it like he run it, but little do he know, once he is out that seat and he keep pissing people off, and they gonna vote him out again, all them people are finna be fired.
White House.
You sure right.
Well, here's the thing. I was corrected by a brilliant civil rights lawyer who shall remain nameless. She said, now I can't tell you anything about 28, but 26, there will likely be an election, because why would he be going around telling the states how many seats he needs? There's something else he's trying to do. So if we could for a minute, Representative Jones, talk about why Texas. You already brought up the fact that the late, great Sylvester Turner passed. We know, of course, before that.
Another thing, also, I've been saying this to people, ain't nobody listening to me. Texas and Florida are tryout states. They're going to try certain things out in those 2 states to see if they can pass it and see how it goes, so they can go ahead and start it elsewhere. So just pay attention. Just like she said, they tried it out in North Carolina. Remember, we talked about North Carolina. They're going to try it out everywhere else to see how it goes.
Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee passed Governor Abbott was not going to allow for a special election until November. And the big, ugly, terrible, awful, ain't no good bill passed by one vote the first time it came to the House floor. So talk about why Texas. Why is this so critical right now?
It's critical because it's what allows him to have his votes. Like, let me be clear. Had I been in Congress, I'd have voted against it and it would have failed. And we wouldn't be having the things going on that we're having going on that negatively affect Americans, with all these tariffs that have increased the prices of everything, where he's wiped out people and they don't have health care, where Medicaid and Medicare, people don't have it, where people can't get good jobs, where he's at war with other countries, which is increasing the cost of goods, where people can't afford affordable housing, where he is decimating public education. I'm a product of public education. That's why I know them damn laws, because I went to good public schools, public elementary, middle school, high schools, college, and law school. So we need a strong public education system. And I don't think it's a coincidence that the people that vote high for him aren't very educated. I believe he wants a dumb electorate so that he can sell them wolf tickets and that he can continue to be a monarch in this country and totally ignore the Constitution, ignore it. He wants to take us back to Jim Crow. He wants to take us back before the Voting Rights Act. He wants to take us back to before the Civil Rights Act. And Black people, I'm speaking to you. If you think it can get worse, it can. And the reason that you don't know how bad it is because of the efforts that people made long before us, John Lewis, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Barbara Jordan, you name it, to get us the rights we have. At least during segregation, we knew that we depended on us and that we had to provide for us, from education to banks to jobs to everything. But then we went and got integration and we done lost our minds and we literally think we've made it. When the truth is, during segregation, we made sure everybody came up. During integration, there's some special Negroes, and then there are others that nobody cares about. And I'm a person who believes that a country should be judged not by how the best of us live, but how the disenfranchised, the least, the last, the lost live. And right now we're doing a horrible job. We're doing a horrible job. And if you think you can't be one of them, like one of those who can't pay their bills, you're wrong. Like, I don't know what land you're living in, but you're not living in the one. I mean, in what world did we ever think U.S. citizens could be deported? What world?
I
what
know,
world did we,
and he's threatening it. But let's put a pin in that right there. Let's talk about this for a moment. One thing that was used to describe his presidency in 2020 was unprecedented, right?
It's not a hobby. It's your empire.
This time, it is unprecedented times 50. And I think, or maybe it's times 2025, pun intended here. But here's the thing that I think is important for folks at home to know. You know Representative Jones better than anyone, especially serving on the redistricting committee. Redistricting generally happens every 10 years, aligned with the census. The census is 2020, 2030, 2040. It's 2025. The only thing that's happened in 2025 is Trump's election and Project 2025. Can you talk about why this in particular is so troubling, especially because it's Texas, it's Missouri, we already talked about North Carolina. You've been speaking to North Carolina over and over again. Didn't they test this a little bit in North Carolina first to see if this would pass muster with other Republican legislatures? Talk about that piece.
So what they did was they went to like a smaller state and they did that and they were successful. They literally stole. I mean, Trump is a thief. So we shouldn't be surprised that a thief is thieving, right? We just shouldn't be surprised at that. And he stole 3 seats that belonged to Black and brown people in North Carolina, which again gave him the majority that they have in Congress right now. So now, since he controls Texas, I mean, he has shown us with vouchers and with other things that when he tells Greg Abbott to jump, Greg Abbott jumps, however how he tells.
Well, listen, no shade. I'm going to keep that to myself.
And the reason that is because there were 24 Republicans in Texas that voted against something that was very important in the 88th legislative session. And literally, when there was time for re-election for the 89th legislative session, they targeted those 24. They took out 15 of the 24 It is very, 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 very hard to take out an incumbent. But Trump endorsed against all of them and poured millions of dollars against them. So now the Republicans are leading, and I actually don't believe it's leading, by fear and not by courage, by cowardice and not by courage. And so he's already showed them, I can take you out if you don't do what I say. So they're all like, okay, fine. And they bend the knee. And so they have allowed themselves to be bullied, and they're worried more about staying elected than they are about what's best for their constituencies.
I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry, you asked me a question and I sort of went on a tangent. Here's the reason why 2025 is so important is because I believe Trump wants to get the Supreme Court and all the federal courts stacked, which he needs the government to function and needs Congress not to vote against him, not for judicial appointments, but for his 2025 policies. And he needs to be able to pass laws to abridge states' rights so that he can control them. And so he needs to make sure that he has enough Republican districts so that in the 2026 elections that they don't lose Congress. Because we now know that despite his attestations that he's so popular, he's never been more popular, which reminds me of like a middle schooler or an elementary school person saying, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, which is what he does. He got to vouch for himself because people don't vouch for him, but he knows he's going to lose. So he's got to rig this so he can keep control, because the only people that can stop Donald Trump is Congress. Congress can vote against his shit, right? Congress can investigate him, call hearings, pull his records, pull the Epstein files. And that's what he's really terrified about.
I'm going to say this, I'm going to say it again. I believe that when he got voted in the first time, it was deployed to, and they knew what was up because he wanted it. It was to get him to pay all that money. If y'all think about it, he owed the IRS and stuff to pay them back. And just like with this, I really truly believe that they gonna get into them files. They keeping it for themselves to impeach him and to embarrass him. They waiting on wrong move, and it's over. Now that Marjorie Taylor Greene don't look at him like this and that anymore, watch how many Republicans start to follow suit behind her. It's coming. That's all I'm gonna say.
And Congress can impeach him. The Senate doesn't do those things. That's why it's important that he hold on to Congress.
Well, and let me ask you this. I know you have to go. You're literally on the run, so we can't hold you in one location for too long. I want to ask you, people are watching you all think outside the box and be really strategic, not just in resisting the agenda, but really adamantly opposing it and providing it with an alternative. You all are showing people what democracy should look like, that you have the right to oppose and say, not on our watch, this isn't the right thing to do, this isn't how we normally operate. But for folks at home who are saying, well, how long can you be on the run? And when you all are no longer on the run and have to face whatever is coming, what can we do at home to support you all in this agenda, to ensure that this particular thing doesn't just not pass in Texas, but not in these other states that are at risk as well?
So one, I hope that we're an example to other people that you can stand against tyranny, you can stand against bullies. But I'm going to stay running for as long as I need to run. And let me be clear, I ran away from things that are very important to me. I'm a new grandmother. I miss my granddaughter, but I'm going to have to be okay with FaceTiming because I'm fighting for her. I need for her as a mixed race, Black/Indian child to have the opportunities that Dr. King and John Lewis fought for. I do not want for her to be a second-class citizen by virtue of her being a mixed race child with immigrant relatives. And so I've got to fight for her. And if I don't do it, who will? And if I don't do it now, then when? Because we literally have to stay gone. And what we need for you to do is to support us. I left a business. My son is a lawyer. We practice law together. He's got to hold the fort down. Right this morning, I'm talking to him like, you got to go to this court. You got to go to this court. He's handling my clients because I have bills to pay just like y'all. Y'all think we rich? We literally make $600 a month as state legislators. That's what we make. And that pays for our insurance and our retirement. True story. And I'm a dues paying member of the Texas State Employees Union. So I'm a union girl as well, because I believe strong unions and you've got to have dues paying members. But my point is this: if we want an America where we can get the Civil Rights Act, the Voting Rights Act, and have a black man be president and a black woman be on the U.S. Supreme Court, we've got to have a country that allows that. And Donald Trump is trying to take that away. He literally doesn't respect anybody black who's in any position of authority. He calls it.
Let me tell you something. What I noticed with him, the only time he respect you as black, if you're a woman that and you got something going on. Okay? And there's something there that he can swindle and yeah, he's a perv. Okay? We done seen it. Not once, but twice.
Affirmative action for the most part, and that's some BS. And so somebody's got to fight. And at this moment, in this time, it's the Texas Democrats. And what happens in Texas will affect you, just like what happened in North Carolina has affected you. And that's why your life right now is way harder than it was before Donald Trump took office.
All right, you guys. If you guys want to go watch the rest, go to Native Land Podcast. Very informative. Shout out to Angela Rye and shout out to Miss Lord Jesus Jolanda Jones. I don't know why I keep wanting to call her Jocelyn. Somebody in her family got to be named Jocelyn. But shout out to her for that information. Y'all, listen, pay attention what's going on. I understand that everybody wanted to check. Y'all thought life was going to be grand. It was not finna be grand. It was not finna be grand. What you got to understand is it was punishment because y'all knew he wasn't gonna do right. So always remember, a tiger do not change its stripes, okay? Now let's get into some other stuff. Child, Laina still talking, and Laina done walked herself into some major beef, and then Devin came out, baby. Dwayne Bacon, Neat Man came out and said, and even Miss Sydney, they say, Dwayne say, baby, I already done fought your man before. I'll fight him again. All right, y'all. So basically, Neat really tries to co-parent with King on a lot. And she decided to let him go to Thailand, spend a nice summer. It was great, a month and a half. They give her a break. It's great for him to go spend time with his dad and his siblings and Laina. And then I'm gonna say how she say, because she be like, my kids and Kaiser. So it's great to go spend time with his dad and his siblings and Laina. Okay. And then, she can sit here and, get things together, get her little mom break because she always has Kaiser. Well, King ain't want to answer the phone for 3 days. He took the boy tablet and stuff, but he was busy filming. So we're going to go over to TikTok. Neek has had enough, and Neek had me, excuse me, y'all, laughing my butt off. So Laina has been going to the internet. We gonna get to it, honey. And Laina been saying a lot of things. It's to the point where Chris even jumped in and baby tearing Laina up, and and Daisha, the Taylor girls, have been eating her up. Okay? And let me tell you something. I want a Taylor girl fan. T growing on me a little bit, but Daisha really has been growing on me. Daisha, like, baby, if they was like, dang, why, if the Taylor girls were going, they could have called Nick and told her they were going, because Daisha would have got him. Absolutely. Daisha would have picked up little King and they would have got to talk to his mama. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. So, child, this is what Neek had to say. We're gonna play what Laina had to say, and then this is what Neek did. Neek had
about germs, and especially
okay. So I'm gonna drop in between of what she's talking about and give y'all the details and I'm gonna pause because that's what it's gonna be, and give you details of what happened.
Having a 2-week-old baby, we definitely wanted to make sure that Kaiser took a bath. But do you really honestly think that you would send your child over if you found out somebody sprayed the Lysol spray on him?
Okay, she's talking about when Kaiser had the flu. Now she came in here complaining that Kaiser didn't go with his siblings and her siblings, King and Laina, which is King is the father, and Laina, because of the fact was that Kaiser had the flu. Now she got mad and was like, "Oh, well, y'all around that time, y'all went to go see Beyonce and Jay-Z concert, but and you had him over at Dwayne house, okay, which is neat man. So yeah, of course. So she was supposed to get Kaiser. From what I was said was they were supposed to get Kaiser. They didn't get Kaiser around that time he was sick. So when they came back, they took care of him, and that's when Dwayne had him. Now she had him, and it was supposedly said that she sprayed Lysol on him. Now Miss Sydney did not say what was sprayed. She just said she allegedly heard that they sprayed that little boy, right? And took his clothes off, and then Neek and King had a conversation about it, right? Okay, boom. Now she just said that she talked to King Mama, right? But come to find out, she don't like King Mama. So we all try to figure out, girl, what the hell is you talking about? So then she decided to go to Disney World, and she told King. King was like, cool, you know, hey, can we bring him to Disney World? They was like, yeah, he just got over the flu. Because Neek had the flu. Neek passed it to King Kaiser, remember? So everybody, you know, going through the flu stages. Okay, I'm going all over the place, but walk with me. She told King to go get that baby tested to go to Disney World. And she messed up her daughter. How they messed up your daughter birth? Anyway, ain't nobody messed up nothing. So now let's get into what Neek had to say. Neek is fed up.
Talk to Kaiser for 2 days. She didn't get to talk.
Neek is fed up. Shout out to Neek. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me share back my screen. What happened? I didn't even know it was being shared.
Oh, and Kaiser.
She cries on camera and people side with her instantly. You speak your truth, defend yourself. It's a you're playing victim.
Can we get a large pizza for my family?
Damn.
And my son is paying.
So basically, while he was in Thailand, Kaiser had money on his Cash App, and you can see now a Thailand pizza is $10. So as you can see, Kaiser paid $20 or more for pizza. He said he wanted to get his sister pizza, but everybody, including the adults, had ate the pizza. Okay, that's where that came from.
Go ahead, Kaiser.
Wait, Kaiser.
Thank you, Dad. Actually, thank you to both of us.
Tell me why you stopping me? Yeah, I'm about to. Huh? I'm about to. What? I'm about to tell you. Stop sign? No, I said I'm. What stop sign, man? I said I'm about to tell you. Huh? You say stop sign? No one said stop sign but you. Why are you stopping me? You made an improper right hand turn. When you're trying to do a new road, you got to turn that closest lane, sir. Let me get my ID out for your partner. I appreciate you.
She didn't get to talk to Kaiser for 2 days.
Now, also, this is what she said. She said she would rather have King on child support than to deal with Neek. This is what Laina said.
Every year, y'all, every year they shit on him. He's damned if he do, damned if he don't. Same thing with me. Every single year. We should have went to court for this shit. I'd rather him be on damn child support. So we don't gotta deal with this shit. You know how annoying this is?
Laina, you come on here talking like you the baby mama. You are the fiance. I thought they were married. Laina, you ain't even married yet. You've been engaged for I don't know how long. With 3 children. We're going into 2026. Y'all had an engagement party last year. Last year when you had the damn engagement party, you specifically said that oh, it was just about us. We weren't worrying about nobody. Kaiser did not have a tux. But the little girls that y'all shared together had the dresses dressed up. But Miss Sydney had to go out with Neek to find a tux. Neek was in the middle of filming Basketball Wives Orlando. Hello? Are you okay, girl? Baby, it's my man. I'm gonna defend my man. But you sitting over here got cussed out by Chris, and I ain't see one thing that King even said anything on defending you against Chris Sales. And so I'm with Miss Cindy, baby. You gotta shut up.
This is, but you enjoy it. You enjoy publicly humiliating him, publicly degrading him, publicly lying on him.
Oh, girl.
You enjoy it. You do it every single year. Every year. Every year since I've been him, Nick comes out with a video talking about it. Or Nick is doing a story time talking about this. Or King ain't doing this right. Please tell me all the times that King has took stuff to the internet.
A lot.
Because she didn't get to talk to Kaiser for 2 days. There has been times that King is calling for Kaiser and nobody's answering the phone.
I will tell
nobody calls
yes,
back.
ma'am.
Do you see him getting online and telling everybody?
You didn't tell everybody.
When Kaiser was here, there was times that Neek was not calling for him. There were times that she wasn't even answering the phone. Like, what are we talking about? All this stuff.
But it wasn't like she didn't sit there and not call back because we're not going to act like that.
Her, and I have to be over here watching the tears come down her eyes while she's holding it in. Every year, y'all.
Laina, I'm going to say this. Watch how the tables turn. 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 Everybody say I'm gonna have my. You're gonna have your time, girl. You're gonna have, and let me tell you something. Gonna might be 10 times worse, honey. You're gonna have your time. You're gonna be sitting here crying. This is why you want to come back to the States. You're gonna be sitting here crying. I don't understand it. Yeah, when we sat here and told you to be quiet. Let me tell you something. Everything ain't for you. That you gotta let them handle that. You check your man and you check it, you leave it there and you move on. Not 5011 videos. She has called her a bad mother, and everything. A lot of people had a lot of things to say. And like I said, she had every right. Oh, yeah. I just want to let y'all know Miss Sydney do have a book. Y'all go check her out. And also, honey, Miss Sydney is making a shirt called Laina. Shut up, later. She gonna be selling it for $25.99, okay? Now, a lot of people had things to say. Not only is Laina going at it with Neek, she is now going at it with Daisha and T from the Taylor Girls. Baby, they ate her up. And this was hilarious. I had to come to this with y'all with this. I've never seen a tea like this before. So before we get into it, this is what she had to say about Daisha. And then we're going to get into everything that unfolded.
She talk about some, I got a hush ring. Meanwhile, you are on your third kid. And your man is not even trying to marry you because he's not trying to share his family's property with you. I think you have bigger fish to fry. Then we talk about some, I'm rich, bitch. You can't sit next to me on my worst days. But yet you were trying to sit next to me to do a video. Let's not forget that you're in everybody's DMs trying to collab, trying to be friendly bopper. You could be the richest bitch in the world and still be miserable. You can be in the biggest house with your outdated ass furniture, sitting in the garage.
Laina, you done got people to help you get what we believe your body done, allegedly. You've been engaged for the past 2 years. And you would probably be on baby 3 or 4 by now. Laina.
Stressed as fuck while your man is at the studio or sleeping at his baby mama's house. Like I said, it don't matter how rich you are. You're miserable. You're a miserable person.
She had like King of Prize, but okay.
You was shitting on Thailand. You was shitting on my little $5 massages and my little $2 nanny. And now you out here living luxury in the cheapest country because you're such a baller. Because you're the richest bitch ever. And then you got to go back home and your man don't come home to you. See, the difference between me and you is I've been out here twice on vacation with my kids and my man. Now, let's not talk about Laina's not a girl's girl, all this, that, and the third, because bitches was making videos about me when I was in the hospital. Bitches was just using King's name, my name, Nick's name in a video. Like, come on now. I don't really care for the views and all that shit, but yeah, you're not about to keep making videos about me back to back, and I'm not going to respond. You're in Thailand, and you was just shitting on Thailand, and now you're having a fucking blast.
Okay. Before we get into it, hold on.
With birthday, and Laina had a lot to say when it came to Daisha vacationing in Thailand. Now, previously, Daisha did say that Laina moved to Thailand because her and King couldn't afford to live in America. Now, in Laina's recent video, she claimed that Daisha was hating on Thailand, but now Daisha's on vacation doing everything that her and King already did. Y'all know people were coming for Laina in the comments because recently she was online asking for money last month, and now
Hold on. What is up with this? Oh, there it go. I'm so sick of Chris. We finna get into it. Let me see if I can find it.
My one flight was $1,500, bitch. Here.
That's how much Neek paid when she said she had to pick up Kaiser. She paid $1,500.
Shit. 500, like for 3 flights. Then I say my one flight, one. Front. First class, not in the back. Eating noodles and motherfucking crackers, bitch. So I'm still trying to figure out where you popping it at. You're not popping shit. But the motherfucker, girl. My one flight was $1,500, bitch. Here.
Okay, hold on. Why is my thing moving so slow? Hold on.
King is problematic. I know it's not Neek. Neek got her rich ass nigga that's helping with Kaiser, helping. They both doing their thing. They got a blended family. King is bitter. He's not happy in his situation. Because anybody that was genuinely happy in their situation, they're not gonna make shit hard for the other parent. They're not gonna make it hard. It's just gonna be easy. You not over her, bro. You hating. You're hating. You mad. Then she leveled up. Yeah, okay, you may not want her back, but I can't motherfucking tell because a nigga that really don't want somebody back, they're not gonna make parenting hard.
Agree.
All you have to do is communicate back and forth with Nick about your son. That's it. Y'all don't have to talk about shit else. Literally nothing else but the child. It's not that motherfucking hard. King Kaiser have his own phone. You have to call Nick phone. Call his phone. You know what I'm saying? This shit is very fucking. It's so easy to co-parent. Very easy to co-parent. It's the motherfucking other parent. It's the parents who be bitter, who not happy in their situation, who be broke. You chose that linebacking ass bitch. And nobody told you to agree with that hoe. You had a million options probably. Nobody told you to go fuck up your family for the linebacker.
Oh my god.
Bitch. So now you got to suffer. You got to suffer right over there with that big bitch.
Oh Lord. Oh my God. Lord Jesus. Lord have mercy. Daisha. All right, let me see if I can find where she accused them. Um, what T said. T didn't have to do that. Let me see. I'm trying to find it. And then we're gonna play what Dwayne had to say.
$20 Sprinter van? It never gave $20. This gives $20 Sprinter van? Baby, the Sprinter van is $150 a day. We have a personal driver. We're not on the Bolt, whatever the app called, booking rides. We're not doing that. We have a personal driver. We have a personal driver. The same driver we done had the whole time. It's a big difference. Like, you can't even sit at the table with me. You can't even sit in the Sprinter van with me. You can't even walk next to me. Like, in no setting. So I don't even know why you making a video talking about, oh, they having a blast. Yes! We're having a blast. We are having fun. We are having fun. We are having a lot of fun while your broke ass is getting $5 massages and paying $2 nannies. Like, what are we even?
See, here is the thing. I don't know why Laina decided to come at the Taylor girls when the Taylor girls bust out, and I wasn't even on them like that, but I've been paying attention to them. They bust out with custom made dresses, parties, all types of stuff, cars. They busted out on the tube, looking brand new. I don't know why you felt like you had to go against these ladies who have custom made, and their father, who isn't a deadbeat, because remember you said your daddy was one. You said this, I didn't. That made sure that everything they did, they got paid for in revenue for. They were, he was like Matthew knows how everybody feel like, Destiny Childs and all of them. They worship people and they don't understand that they knew they were taught how to save a coin and not spend so much when they first get their big check, right? So unlike you and King, they didn't spend so much, right? Like Neek, she didn't spend so much till it revenue because they were doing it right. But they had custom. Do you understand what I'm saying? Their father taught them how, and I'll have to give it to them because I've been watching. The Taylor girls was taught, hey, hold on, don't do so much, don't put so much into that till you reach a certain point. And look where they at now, like majority of the YouTubers. Y'all didn't do that. So you can't come at these young ladies who already had things set out for them to be where they are now.
What are we even talking about? Like, what was the point of you making that video? No one ever shitted on Thailand. Never. It's my girl's birthday. She wanted to come to Thailand, so that's what we did. We packed it up and came to Thailand. We didn't have to sit on in the back, scrunched up legs for $544. We didn't have to do that. We sat in premium select, comfortable, 8, 4, 5 times. Comfortable with blankets, pillows, and everything. Like, so what are we even talking about?
And another thing, Laina, regardless who the Taylor girls are with, their self-esteem isn't grounded in a man. Okay.
We didn't have to go back to America months and months and months later or couldn't ride back together. Like, my girl is going straight to Tokyo. Like, we can't even, like, what are we talking about? Like, we don't, girl, where you get them $5 massage? Girl, can get, I'll be like, girl, how many massages can get you, baby? How many? That's a good little thou wow. Like, girl, please. You have a lot of things to worry about, and I do not need to be one of them. Go get your visa together. Stop border hopping, whatever it's called. Stop skipping towns to be able to stay. Get your visa together. Like, you worry about the wrong thing. I am not your concern. You got bigger fish to fry, okay? But if I need to come to Bangkok for, take that hour flight, I will. Like, because you talking about, oh, you can come to Phuket. It's going to take you longer to get to Phuket than it's going to take you to Bangkok. And that's a fact, okay? That's a fact. Laina, you
I
really
can't.
tried it. Like you tried it. $20 sprinter band. It never gave $20.
Let me stop sharing. Hold on. Because I don't know. You leaving? I'm about to say, but dang. That's quick. The heck? Where is it? Okay, here it is. And then we're gonna get to what Laina had to say. But everybody's eating her up, even Chris.
You marshmallow elephant Chevy looking bitch.
Oh Lord.
like you're still going. Like you're still going. Talking about my baby daddy. Under the comments for what? At the end of the day, my baby daddy stays at the studio because he actually has an actual paying job.
Oh my God.
That he runs his own business. He's not trying to go be a Kung Fu Panda. Trying to Kung Fu Panda bitches and still ain't did it. How long y'all been out there and he's been trying to make a career out of being a Kung Fu Panda and ain't made one yet?
Oh my God. Jesus.
At least we have the money to afford a real nanny. And ain't got to pay our nanny $20.
Oh, okay. That's enough. That's enough. Don't annihilate her. Why is it doing that?
Marshmallow elephant Chevy looking bitch.
Laina, you might as well give up this fight. Laina, you might as well give up this fight, Bookie.
You
The fact that
might
you're
as
gonna bring
well.
up how
Hold on, y'all. What is? Hold on. Let me go out the tickety talk and come back. It's acting crazy. I'm not talking about you. Don't look at me like that, sir. Having an animal. It's fun. Y'all should get one if you don't have one. Okay. Display. Let me see. Okay.
Drive down, he's a goner. Favorites on the ground. Well,
You want to see that fat ass walking by your motherfucking man. That's why you didn't go to the graduation.
how your man we gonna fuck him on his back?
Line. They were supposed to come to the graduation and he was supposed to get him from there. Nika had already said she keep talking about her mama and keep talking to her mama like she talking to her mama. She gonna end up whooping her tail. And the Neat said what she said. Neat done threatened to whoop this girl about 11 times. And to me, if I was her, I'd be cautious. Who said this? Let me see. Auntie Tia, let me tell you something. Laina, I don't know who you had make that fake page, but Auntie Tia ain't finna accept that. Hold on.
We really could have just brought the kid. I don't know how they would have did on 15 hours. Like, we could have just.
Auntie Tia not finna accept that Neek had to go pick up the baby and not him bringing the baby back. Auntie Tia not accepting that. Auntie Tia not accepting that. Auntie Tia not accepting. Auntie Tia gonna be like, no. She not accepting that. And if you keep going on, Neek might give her the number to call you.
Just brought the kids out here paid Laina need.
phone. So Chris said about Laina. He said because Laina had some things to say about him and his parenting. Now I don't know why she decided to speak on him, but Chris is an annihilator, okay? Dang, I was that far down. We're going to start with this, and then we're going to jump into what all he had to say.
I could have sworn bitches was just hating on Thailand. Talk about some $5 massages in third world country. Now you out here doing everything I already did.
Girl, is you flexing? This how say you come out here and do everything he. She talking about some you coming out here to do everything I did. You want to cook? Now let me not say that because you probably gonna say yeah, snack thief. But listen, don't come for my boudation for real, because we have some serious problems, boo boo. You trying to make fun of her because she's coming to Thailand? Boo boo, she's on vacation. She wasn't stuck at the motherfucking hospital. Couldn't leave that motherfucker till she braked up some motherfucking money because you ain't have the funds or you ain't had the funds to do it. And I'm starting to think you ain't even had that damn surgery because how the hell you up here this damn energetic motor mouth want to keep talking? You want to just keep talking like you ain't just had surgery. Go rest. Shut up. Put your mouth to rest. Go lay down. You're supposed to be on bed rest. I know they said that. Or did they? Did you really even get surgery? Girl, we ain't stupid. You probably can fool them, but you can't fool a bitch like me.
I could have sworn bitches was just hating on Thailand. Talk about some $5 massages in third world country. Now you out here doing everything I already did.
Girl, is you flexing? This how say you come out here and do everything he. She talking about some you coming out here to do everything I did. You want to cook? Now let me not say that because you probably gonna say yeah, snack thief. But listen, don't come for my boudation for real, because we have some serious problems, boo boo. You trying to make fun of her because she's coming to Thailand? Boo boo, she's on vacation. She wasn't stuck at the motherfucking hospital. Couldn't leave that motherfucker till she braked up some motherfucking money because you ain't have the funds or you ain't had the funds to do it. And I'm starting to think you ain't even had that damn surgery because how the hell you up here this damn energetic motor mouth want to keep talking?
Y'all, I'm just talking my bad. Chris said he was fed up, y'all. Where is the one where he talked about her? Okay, here we go. And then we're going to go to Dwayne.
Let me eat my Hershey before I get mad. This the only thing that's going to calm me down right now. You know my big back. Oh, shit, I hope Laina ain't watching this. Is Laina watching this? Okay. Let me hide this motherfucking Hershey.
My bad, y'all. My sister on the way to her job. I just got out. She going in. Ain't it sweet?
Okay, I'm just making sure. Make sure she ain't in this chat. Let me hurry up and eat this motherfucker.
Here's the thing. Chris gonna be on her butt because what she said about Chris was somebody else raising his child, and now he giving his $20 for Roblox, and he's not in his child's life. So he said, "Oh no, you not." So that's when it got there. Chris has been on her. Chris is finna be on her, and who they call Kung Fu Panda, like white on rice. So we're gonna go to Dwayne, and then we're gonna get up out of here because it's going on 2 hours, and I gotta get up soon. All right. So Dwayne said he was fed up. He said that I'm fed up with it. I've been here since day one. I made sure he's, I've been more active than you because you decided to move to Thailand because you didn't have a car because of this and that. He say it's a lie when you could have got an Uber and took that boy to school. Dwayne say, I am tired. I have seen this girl cry. I have seen this girl go through trying to get you to be a father. And you have not been a father at all. So this is what he had to say. And we're going to shut it down because I don't know how long this going to last.
Father, there's my son. Say hi. Just say hi. Just say hi.
Hi.
Hi, that's my son. So when I get him from his mom, what I do as a man, I pay for his flight, his mom flight, his sister's flight I pay for his mom flight to get to me and get back. That's because I don't want to go to Minnesota and get him. But the times that I have went to Minnesota and get him, I pay for that too. If you come all the way across the country to get your son, you should come all the way across the country to bring your son back.
I know.
Because that's your son and he's going there for you. So as the mother, which she is,
if Laina can talk, he can talk. And I don't want to hear or see, why he talking. He can talk. Laina has did 11,000 videos. Like she got 11 children over there. Okay. If he can talk, if Laina can talk, he got the right to talk. He don't say anything. But you know what? He telling it today.
If my son go across the country and y'all not answering the phone for me for 3 days, bitch, even if she didn't say held hostage, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Then, for instance, she get online with the receipts. The man didn't want to let the phone go to Kaza until she said he's never coming there again. And y'all still getting on here talking about held hostage. She lied. How did she lie? I know any mother in their right mind, if they don't talk to their kids out the country for 3 days, it's gonna be.
Laina said that Neek had lied. Your daughter had lied, right? That's what she said. So that's when he say, oh no, since you saying she lied, let me hop on here and tell you he lied. Because King really did tell her a whole different situation than what was told. Then she say, oh, he don't talk to her like that. He don't talk to her like that while you around because of you. But other than that, the way she acts with King, Laina, to me, it's like nobody can have him. He belong to me. That's mine. I never let him go because I know who let me go and my kids ain't go. That's what she give. Laina, you need to go to a therapist, baby. It don't look good.
Be the same thing. So please make it make sense, because like now it's getting to a point to where it's like I done seen it all. Like I done been there through it all. Like, you feel me? Okay, yeah, the first 2 videos, y'all keep making videos. Like, she can explode all this shit. Like, she can really explode all this shit. Like, I'll be the one to be like, bro, the shit don't be worth it because, yeah, it's not. But, bro, like, stop hiding hands. Like, y'all got to stop hiding hands. Y'all don't do enough and then be trying to hide the hand for what y'all did in a month and a half. Y'all, what, he was there a month and a half? All this is over a month and a half? She went 3 days without talking to Kaza, and now it's all of a sudden she get on and lie. So if she lied, then why he get on the video and say, well, I could have let her? Yeah, you could have. You trying to talk about some whole other shit. You don't give a fuck about none of that if she ain't talking to her son. That's common sense. That's common fucking sense. Y'all getting on here now, y'all want to talk about some whole other shit like, oh, well, this is a lie. And they, come on, bro. I done seen it all, bro. It's, so was it a lie when y'all was living there and y'all wasn't picking him up or dropping him off either? That was a lie?
Right. And Laina want to say, "Oh, Cindy, you act like you're his baby mother. You at well, first of all, baby, that's who picking up and dropping them off, because y'all think Neek is out here partying. Neek is out here working. It showed when she was picked up on Basketball Wives. She was still had to work for that.
That was a lot too? Was it a lot? Like,
not only Basketball Wives, the girl was coming out with a clothing line. She's working.
We trying to figure it out because it's so much more shit to be said, and we just dropped it. Father.
And now she want to insinuate some stuff that, child. Anyway, let's finish this and then we gonna move on.
I'm fed up. I'm fed up with y'all motherfuckers arguing back and forth.
I know that's
and this shit's supposed to be some whole other shit. But this is too much commotion. Way too much commotion. Way too much commotion for a month and a half stay. Okay, yeah, okay. What y'all gonna say? Well, her mother helps her with the child. Well, that's his fucking grandmother.
Exactly.
Like every parent wants some fucking help. If you didn't want help, y'all wouldn't have a nanny. So it's just she getting little boy by this man. She getting little boy by this man. This man still think he can trust, bro. I tell you no lie, bro. The man came to my house and damn near tried to bow up at her until I said, bro, chill the fuck out. Like, so bro, this like and I got a video of the shit because I'm being respectful right now, but I got we got the whole video of that day to where the reason he started doing all this karate shit for real. So stop playing for real. I ain't even going, bro. Stop playing. Stop. We already done, and it's still here. I already done put you down. Stop playing. Stop playing for real. Stop playing. Stop playing with her. Stop playing with Kaiser. Cause I'm fed up. I'm fed up with y'all motherfuckers arguing back and forth.
He say he done put them down already. Everybody say drop the video. I want to see it too. And wait till King get a hold. But listen, you know, child. You know, before we leave, I want to show y'all something. I don't know if y'all heard about Dean Cain, child. Dean Cain won that when he did that Different World episode, honey. He was for real. Let me go. Well, let me go to it. Child. This mofo right here. So Dean Cain is now working for ICE. You know, me and my sister had a conversation about how we believe that that most of the ICE agents are basically, to what we're understanding, is we believe that I'm trying to find it. We truly believe that most of the ICE agents are not trained to be ICE agents because they have a $50,000 bonus that they get. Okay. Yeah, you heard us right. $50,000. Let's see if we can find it, if I had it. I don't know if I shared it or not on my story. but it's someone that I follow that has it. Hold on, y'all. But he say America's the greatest country he lives in, and he wants to work for ICE. Okay. Here's why Kevin. I'm going to share Here's Why Kevin. I follow him on Instagram. You guys need to go check him out. He has a YouTube. He also talks about a lot of things that's going on, political wise, and was really, the tea about everything that's happening. So he posted this on his Instagram, and I'm finna share it with y'all, and then we're gonna get up out of here.
Big deal for you and your career. What are you going to be doing at ICE?
And I will be sworn in as an ICE agent ASAP. So they'll have 80,001 recruits for their 10,000 positions.
Well, they can't have a better guy than Dean Cain. Are you going to be hopping out of ICE fans and apprehending guys?
I will do whatever Director Lyons wants me to do. If that's
Dean, I don't know if this deployed to the Haitians, because remember the Haitians done wrecked up in toot. The Haitians done kicked them out when they tried to do it to them. Dean Cain gonna get messed up. Okay, this ain't a movie. This isn't a movie, babe. They really finna be in your tail, baby. This is not good.
That's what it takes. Absolutely. I somehow doubt I'll be in that position, but I would be there in a heartbeat. These brave men and women need someone to stand up for them.
Superman himself, Dean Cain, joins me now. All right, so this is kind of a big deal for you and your career. What are you going to be doing at ICE?
And I will be sworn in as an ICE agent AS.
Dean Cain, news of advice. They gonna so bad. He's I'm finna read to you what here's Kevin. Here's why Kevin, right? So he said Dean Cain, known for his role as Superman in 1993 TV series Lewis and Clark, announced on Fox News with Jesse Waters, another butthole, that he had signed up to become an ICE agent. The failed actor, athlete, and college dropout scoffed at the idea of taking a $50,000 bonus and said he was going to doing this to support the brave men and women of ICE. I want to say this respectfully. Hold on, y'all. All right, my bad, y'all. So respectfully, I want to say this to Dean Cain. Respectfully, sir, I don't think you're gonna last that long enough. They are going to tear you up, okay? They're gonna tear you up like white on rice, okay? They don't give a darn that you are Dean Cain. They do not care. They do not care. Okay? Just be mindful. Just be mindful. That's all I'm gonna say. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. We got some things to discuss tomorrow. So I'll see you guys in the next one. I want to thank you guys for watching. Later. Bye. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section.